Next is going to be the 50 Years Calling Award. I would like to introduce Mike Preskitt. Mike is from Anchorage, Alaska. He currently serves as Vice Chair of the Committee for Community and Traditional Dance. Mike will be presenting certificates to 50-year calling recipients. Actually, he wasn't far off. I've been having a little knee trouble here. Thank you. The half-century certificates are awarded to CALLERLAB members who have been calling for 50 or more years. The first awards were made at Baltimore in 1986 and have been awarded annually since then. A total of 271 CALLERLAB members have received the half-century certificate. Of the 98 current CALLERLAB members who have previously received this award, 24 are attending this year. Would these callers and their partners please stand and remain standing so that we may recognize this achievement, and please hold for applause until I call all the names. Ray Renzi from Canada, 57 years. Gary Felton from Maryland, 50 years. Ed Foote, Pennsylvania, 57 years. Betsy Gata, New Jersey, 60 years. Dave Harry, Washington, 59 years. John Jones, Texas, 67 years. Jerry Junk, Nebraska, 56 years. Melton Luttrell, Texas, 73 years. John Marshall, Virginia, 53 years. Doran McBroom, Maryland, 54 years. Tom Mohney, Pennsylvania, 50 years. Gardner Patton, Pennsylvania, 64 years. Mike Preskitt, Alaska, 54 years. Ginny Reaske, Pennsylvania, 50 years. Mike Seastrom, California, 59 years. Tom Sellner of Maryland, 58 years. And Mike Sikorsky of Arizona, 50 years. Please join me in giving them a nice clap. In total, these callers have 1,134 years of calling experience. Tonight, I'm pleased to award 4 half-century certificates to callers who have reached this momentous milestone this year. Gary Felton from Columbia, Maryland, began calling in 1972 and joined CALLERLAB in 1977. Come on.
There's an awful lot of guys that got me where I was to where I am today. I can see one of them here. The rest of them are elsewhere or dead. Yeah, you're right. But I owe this to a lot of guys that have helped me out, a lot of girls that have helped me out. Thank you all very much.
Tom Mohney from Oil City, Pennsylvania, began calling in 1972 and joined CALLERLAB in 1978.
It's really fitting that we're meeting in Pittsburgh this year. I'd like to give a big thank you to Ed Foote for inviting me to join CALLERLAB many years ago. You see, it was by invitation only initially, and appreciate it very much, and hope to see you at future conventions also. Thank you.
Ginny Reaske from Warminster, Pennsylvania, began calling in 1972 and joined CALLERLAB in 1977. Yeah, welcome.
It's been a long, wonderful ride. I want to thank CALLERLAB, because without CALLERLAB, I would not have been able to rent a hall anywhere. They gave me my liability insurance. They gave me wonderful experiences here at CALLERLAB, meeting all of you. I met my first caller from New Zealand in 1974, the first convention. Bill Buttolph, I don't know if you remember him. We became great friends. I visited him in New Zealand. He came and visited me here in the United States. And I would never have had experiences like that. So thank you, CALLERLAB, for being here. Without you, we couldn't be able to do our crafts. Thank you.
Mike Sikorsky from Apache Junction, Arizona, began calling in 1972 and joined CALLERLAB in 2001. Mike currently serves on the Board of Governors.
I think everyone is a great privilege to be part of the organization and serve on the board, and also be a credit to Color Coach. I thank all of you very much.
Stuck together. By the way, I think in a couple of years, we're going to need to come up with a 3/4 century award, perhaps. Do we have one? All right, very good. Okay. There are 15 additional active CALLERLAB members who have earned their past century award this year. Although they are unable to be with us, we'd like to honor them by announcing that certificates will be mailed to them immediately following this convention. They are Bob Amsbury from Washington, Charles Bridges from Florida, Bob Elling from California, J.K. Fancher from Arizona, Dick Hoddenfield from California, Pat McBride from Colorado, Dan Mitchell from Georgia, Dave Muller from Florida, Scotty Scott from Australia, John Sprosty from Iowa, Doug Sprosty from Iowa, Jerry Stover from Oklahoma, Vern Pernazaro from Nevada, Paul Waters from California, and Bob Worley from Virginia. Let's give them a hand. If you know any of these callers, please congratulate them the next time you see them. 7 members attending this convention received their 50-year certificate by mail in the year they reached the milestone. This is the first convention we have had the opportunity to honor them by name at a convention. Would these callers and their partners please come forward and stand in front of the stage as I call your names, and remain standing so that we may recognize this achievement. And again, please hold your applause until they've all come up. Bob Gunn from Colorado received in 2020. Bill Harrison from Maryland received in 2020. Spike Reed, Washington, received in 2020. Ralph Trout, New Jersey, received in 2020. And John Carlton, Texas, received in 2021. Congratulations. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the convention.
Mm-hmm.